Hey everyone, it's Hayden again here with Informal Inquiry, and today I just want to first of all address the fact that I haven't been posting twice a week like I said. The reason for that is because I think I was a little bit too optimistic when I said that I would post twice a week. I don't think that's really realistic. I'm hoping as I interact with people, maybe some interesting conversations will appear and maybe we'll get those on film. So I'll just be posting once a week. That's hard enough as it is. So other than that, I want to talk about some stuff that'll be coming up for me. So I'm about to go on a trip for about 2 weeks. It's a trip that I'll be starting this Friday, so probably on the day that I post this video. And I will be I'll be using the train and bus system in the US. So I will be leaving Columbus, Ohio, using a Greyhound bus. I'll pick up a train in Chicago, so I'll take the train all the way to San Francisco. That's about a 53-hour train ride. From there, I'll be renting a car with my dad. We're gonna go all the way to the Redwood Forest, go backpacking, spend a night in the woods there, come back. I'll spend some time in San Francisco. A few days later, I'll take a train to Flagstaff where I'll see the Grand Canyon and do some other things, and then come back to Chicago and then Columbus. So that's the full trip that I'll be doing. Hopefully I'll get some really cool footage along the way. I don't know if I'll be able to make videos while I'm on the trip, but if I can, then I will. So yeah, I'm excited. I think I'll learn a lot from the trip. Hopefully I'll meet some really cool people. So we'll see. I want to talk about some of the things I've been thinking about and some of the insights that I've had into my life recently. I realized a few things recently that I was in denial of for a while, or kind of ignorant towards. I didn't realize I had this stuff going on. So through different events and me acting in certain ways in certain circumstances, it became more clear to me that I can be pretty selfish sometimes. So I don't necessarily think of others' needs. I just think about my own needs. And that creates some distance between other people, and it's not really like a good thing to do in general. And so that I just kind of realized that through some experiences. And I think it's easy to get caught up in what I'm thinking of or what I'm worried about or what my agenda is. It's a little bit harder to stay aware of what my needs may be, but also open to what's around me and what's going on around me and the people that are interacting with me. So that's sort of something I've been working on. The second one is that I've noticed that I'm pretty judgmental, both towards myself and towards other people. So I've noticed, and I never really realized this, I thought that I wasn't super judgmental. I thought I was just being fair to people. But I noticed that when people do certain things, I immediately have a response to that and sort of judge them and categorize them. And even with myself, when I have certain things happen or when I act in a certain way, there's immediate harsh response and a pullback. But it's more noticeable with me than with other people because there's that feedback. So if I'm judgmental towards myself, then that means I'll usually start feeling negatively towards myself. I'll start feeling like either depressed or sad or anxiety or things like that. But when it's with other people, you just sort of withdraw, and there feels like, usually it feels like a barrier was kind of placed between you and the other person. And so that's what happens when I'm judgmental towards other people. So what I've been trying to do is recognize when I have those judgments and just allowing those to be there, because to try to change them is not necessarily the best way, because then you're judging your own judgment, so then you're putting that back on yourself. So what I've tried to do is just be aware of when I'm judging people and see how that goes and see how that process kind of unfolds. So the third thing that I've realized recently, I know I've had a lot of realizations recently because I had a really bad a hard week last week. You saw my video, so a lot has come out of that, and even the week before I really started feeling bad, I had some realizations that were helpful. So I'm glad you guys get to see like the turmoil, but then also the resolution afterwards. So the third thing is my sort of delusional sense of reality, and let me explain that. Recently I've just kind of realized that we still live in a wilderness. Like we're still there's nothing is really certain. Anything can happen. I could walk out of my house today, fall on my face, and die. There's so many things that can happen. I could become paralyzed. I could have a car accident, be in excruciating pain. And so there's just so many things that can happen. And to think or want like cushiness or a sense of comfort is almost unrealistic and goes against what this world is. It's not to go seeking out danger, seeking out problems, but knowing that life is a struggle. Like if you look at any animal out there, they do struggle. It's not an easy thing for them to, scavenge for food and try to survive. I mean, it works. They're fine, like they can survive, but bad things happen. Pretty much to everybody I can think of, something bad has happened to them at some point in time. And so it's realizing the fact that life is a struggle. That's been kind of liberating for me, realizing that life will be hard. It is difficult, and it's not about making those difficult things not happen, but rather finding something that has greater importance than those difficulties and not pushing through, but thriving through those experiences. So that's been really insightful for me, and I've been trying to think about that more and how that's going to impact my daily living. But I think it's a pretty powerful realization for me, and I think it's pretty deep, and I've only scratched the surface, so I'll keep you guys updated onto how that sort of applies in my life. But yeah, that's sort of what's been going on with me. Those are the 3 things that I've realized recently. If you guys have any insight or any comments you want to make about some of the things that I've been thinking about, let me know below. It's always nice to have some feedback and some other perspectives on some of the things that I've been working on and thinking about.